Good afternoon, council members. Thank you once again for having us here today. I do not have a written testimony as I've been coming here for the past 8 years, and I don't want to sound repetitive over and over again of unresolved issues. I came here today with an open mind to hear what the department says. I heard nothing but lies today, distorted facts. We are second-class employees in the FDNY. We are treated disrespectfully. At every ceremony, they make sure to mention that EMS are civilians and not part of the uniform force. They even take the extra step to humiliate us in front of the public by making that small comment. There will be no chaos if we leave the FDNY. It won't be a catastrophe. Everything is already in place. We dispatch separately. We have our own stations. We have everything in place. It's just an ID that has to be changed on an ambulance. From FDNY to New York City EMS, as it was when I came in the early 90s. I was here prior to the merger. We never had response times to a cardiac arrest of 12 minutes. Or as I testified last month, of a father waiting while he's doing CPR on his son for 30 minutes before an ambulance arrived, ultimately succumbing to his death. We had a true medical career. EMS is not fire. EMS is a medical profession. My men and women were able to upgrade to a paramedic, a nurse, and a physician assistant. That was the career path for EMS professionals. As my colleague here mentioned, the only reason they want to keep us together is to keep those funds. EMS does 86% of the FDNY work, yet we get scraps. Sitting next to me, which is hard to speak about, is Shanice Johnson, who is homeless, working for the FDNY. How embarrassing is that? She's not the only one. If my men and women are homeless at $39,000 a year, I don't know how the paralegals are doing it for $32,000 a year. It's disgraceful. All are sitting here telling you that they're going to negotiate with us, we'll deal with it at the table. They're not dealing with anything but patent bargaining. And I sincerely appreciate your pushback on them today, because it exposes how we're treated when we're at the table. We're not safer in the FDNY. Our own commissioner asked the governor to veto a bill that would protect our men and women that respond alone to calls. His member was stabbed over 20 times. She succumbed to her death as well. There is no protection, there's no safety in being in the FDNY. The 5% attrition that they mentioned is a lie. We lose 20% every year. In January, we're going to lose 350 in one day of people going to fire. I'm not knocking anybody who wants to be a fireman. That is an honorable job. They are true heroes. However, this job is a stepping stone for them to get there. There's an open competitive exam, and there's an EMS promotional exam. If you scored 100 on the open competitive exam, and I scored 70 on the promotional exam, I'm going to get called before you to be a firefighter. They're using us for our diversity. We are true stepchildren in the FDNY. "6 years ago, Chief of EMS Lillian Bonsignor said here, and said she couldn't make that determination whether we deserve pay parity. That was extremely disappointing at that time. Today, our own commissioner couldn't say that we deserve pay parity. We're not asking to be rich. We're asking to pay for food, for rent, and anything else that comes our way. We don't even have the basic necessities.